Hi, I'm Spreadsheet, and we're going to be no-bonusing the Queen BLIZZARIA throne stage with all 9 tribes, again, because that's what I do. So first up, we got Eerie. Eerie was probably the second hardest one, because BLIZZARIA is a charming character. Shady and Eerie are dealing 10% less damage, and Slippery and Mysterious are doing 10% more damage. And you see, Eerie is not really that chainable. They can do, at most, 9 Soultimates really easily, and that's a high ball. Realistically, you're only getting 7, but here we have to do 8. So what we're doing is really standard stuff all the way up until we do the Arachnus Ultimate, because this throne has 1.6 million HP, a little bit over that actually, 1.64 essentially. However, the normals are only 1.2k I think, and the counters are 1.4k. So 10 counters is only 14k, which is less than most teams have. So it's really not that bad. And here, as you can see, what we do is we get another Marine's Ultimate, then we do another BD, or Zingy, doesn't really matter which one we do, and then we do the other one, and then we'll do a pretty, pretty weak, in all things considered, pretty weak 1.645. So, yeah, tribe disadvantage is definitely something we feel. Next up is the Shady Tribe. These are in no particular order, by the way. I just did them in this order, just cuz. And also, this took 3 attempts. Not to win. I won both attempts before this, but both attempts were so scuffed that I was just like, no, I want to do better. And most of these were done in 1 try, by the way. The only one that took multiple tries was this one. And again, not multiple tries to win, multiple tries to get a run that looked cool. Cool, in parentheses, in quotes. And then the other ones that took multiple attempts was Heartful, purely because I wanted to use Omatsu instead of the Triple Z Puppet Natsuyomi, because I'm masochistic like that. And the other one was Enma, because obviously Enma is the most difficult one. And then I think that was it. Eerie took multiple attempts. So yeah, everything else was done first try. So, and again, anyways, this is just standard Shady stuff, you know. EX Popper, Suisei, Jane, do Asu, and a Hinozal, then get another Suisei, maybe another Pekko if I need to. So yeah. Wish my dog would stop walking around. I don't, it's very annoying. Anyways, yeah. Very standard stuff with Shady, nothing too special, you know. It's just kind of what they do. Again, I really think this tribe is good, and by the way, this is with 10% less damage than they should be doing. So, yeah, the tribe's pretty insane. Did we even proc the revive? No. Wow. Yeah, Shady's pretty good. Next up is the Brave team. Now, Brave can pretty easily do 6 Ultimates, which is, I think, more than enough to beat this stage. However, we're getting to a point where Brave can't really do what they used to be able to do. Because you see, Hyaki the Muncher, back when Oni King Enma came out, only had 1.2 million HP. Now we're at 1.26. So, Megumin, despite doing almost 1 million damage by herself, we're slowly reaching the levels to where she can't one-shot anymore without external factors. So Brave, while still incredibly good, I don't think they're like the top tiers. The difference with them and Shady is that Shady is really spammable and is very, very brain dead. Like I'm telling you, those runs were so awful, and I still won. Tribe disadvantage. The thing with, however, with Brave, you kind of have to try a little bit more because, you know, they don't have any silly, goofy gimmicks that Shady does. So we do EX Popper, Fever Extender, get Megumin to fire, and then try to get another Itsuki using Earthwalker NOA as well, just because, you know, big damage. So after we get this big Puni pop, do we even get this ultimate? I don't even know how much damage we do here. I think I just do an extra ultimate just cuz. Yeah, just because I could, I decided to do an extra Itsuki ultimate for 6 ultimates and 1.9 million. Pretty nice. Next up is Slippery, because I didn't have a slot for Enma, so I had to use a team in order to build the Enma team, so I decided to use Slippery first because they are very easy to win with on the stage. Step 1, get into Fever Time. You know, that's a pretty standard step that you do with every other tribe, you know, pretty easy. Again, did this first try because this is honestly one of the easiest throne stages we've ever had. It really doesn't look like it, but you have really good characters now. So first, after we get into Fever Time, step 2 is to use the EX Popper, and step 3 is to use Kegare Sallitine in order to do a Fever Extend to buff Mercury Death's damage by a huge, huge amount. So then we get another Ryuta, and step 3, Mercury Death Ryuta, step 4, Ryuta. And then we just do Ryuta, Mercury Death, Ryuta, Mercury Death, keep spamming them over and over again. And then we'll do a ton of damage really, really easily. Like, so brain dead. It's ridiculous. Then we do another Mercury Death, I think. And that's just it, I think. Yeah. 1.7 million. Very, very easily. Next up, we have Enma, and I decided to use Black Hole Kyra instead of Wedding Jane. The reason for this? I wanted to. It's as simple as that. So Enma was easily the hardest one because it is very difficult to actually get into Fever Time without New Year's Kyra, and of course, I don't have New Year's Kyra. So I have one Unity character, and it's very, very difficult. You essentially, because my Buffalo Enma is not Limit Break 10, I cannot use him, because I will literally just not do enough damage. Yeah, and no Fudo Boy Gold is also pretty difficult. So what we do is use, EX Popper Fever Extend, then we use Black Hole Kyra in order to get another Oni King and another Kyra. Then we use God of Armor Fudoma to pop them all. I just used it because it would pop the damage balls. Get this, and I got really lucky here, and using Black Hole Kyra again, I got enough for more Oni Kings and more Black Hole Kyras. So this was a really lucky run. We just spam all these characters, do another Black Hole Kyra, just in case I get more Oni Kings. But I actually managed to get 2 Janes, which is really perfect, because then I can use Oni King Enma, then I can use Jane, and we'll just revive, and we'll happen to have enough for an Oni King G Soultimate. And perfectly, she has like a 3-second countdown for the attack, so I can just do a little bit extra, do an Oni King damage, and then pretty cool. Next up, we have Tough. Now, Ryu Kakag actually posted a video of no bonusing with every tribe except Erie, I think, without the attack seal stage, like, seal beaten, so it was still the nuclear normal. So, he got into Fever Time without taking a normal with every tribe except for Erie, and with Tough, he actually used Jupiter Death. I've been using Jupiter Death since he came out, because I saw a video of him almost doing 300k, and was like, wow, this character's really good. And guess what? I was right, because I know what I'm talking about, and apparently a lot of JP players are just now figuring out that this character is actually pretty good. Now, I don't have triple OPC, so I'm using Summer Corone, and again, this was done first try. I accidentally used Puppet Gunshin instead of Summer Corone, because I'm just an idiot, so pretty funny there, and we still managed to win first try. Jupiter Death is really cool. I really like using him, he's very fun. So, we use Jupiter Death, get another Jupiter Death, and we do a bunch of Jupiter Deaths. That's the thing here. However, I don't have enough Corones, and I just decided to completely ignore the future Rens that would not pop the Corones, get that Corone, and then just perfectly be able to do enough damage, finish off with the Corone outside of Fever Time, because I just got unlucky, and we happen to win. Pretty cool, yeah. Tub's pretty fun team. I like them. Next up is the Charming team. Now, I'm not bringing BLIZZARIA to this because, well, I already no-bonused with her at LB0 for the Snow Spectre Spotlight video, and I still want to give BLIZZARIA her own video, so you're going to have to wait until then. So, Charming is a really good team, honestly. I think this one was done second try, actually, because the first time I just kind of messed up, which is why I can't really say that they're better than Mysterious, because it's very easy. With Charming, you kind of have to do things in a specific order to get max damage. Mysterious, you can just do whatever you want, and it just works because they're that crazy. They're very, very well synergized. Charming is not, in my experience at least. So, I have to actually use Haibara here a couple of times, which normally you don't have to do for max damage, but I just got unlucky this time. So we do a bunch of Soultimates, do another Fumihime, because, I don't know, board stuff. Let the whole board fall down so there can be enough for Shuka to pop. And then we do another Ihaibara, which I don't even know if it's necessary. Okay, looks like it was necessary. So we'll do this, get probably an Elzameki, I think it was. Yep. Just to pop it just in case, and 1.7. Pretty cool. Same thing that Slippery did, because, you know, Tribe Advantage is just that crazy. Next up is Heartful, and I decided to bring Omatsu, who is only level 50, compared to my puppet Natsuyomi. The reason I did this is because, honestly, Heartful is a pretty underrated tribe, mainly because you need 2 Nyanbos for them to work. However, I've seen some people who are like, dang, they got 3 Nyanbos just to be worse than tough, which is like ultra tough glazing. But this team is actually just insane. So here, I don't even get the G Soultimate for Omatsu, so the combos are a lot lower, so we're doing a little bit less damage than we actually should. However, I also just decide to bumble around a ton because I don't get enough friggin' Agahas. Yeah, I forgot her name. I was about to call her Betterfly. I didn't get enough Agahas, so you know I'm literally just bumbling around the whole time. This was definitely nowhere near an optimized run, and guess what? It's still one because Heartful is just that cool. Honestly, Heartful is just one of my favorite tribes. They're an incredibly fun team to use. Of course, I get 2 Setsuna Soultimates. She cannot fill her own Soultimate. So yeah, we do another Agaha. Then we do, probably, another Sensei Natsuyomi just because. And, yup, pretty easily. Yeah. And keep in mind, that's with less combo. So this 1.75 would probably be more close to 1.8. Mysterious is the second best tribe in the game. We also have a throne that they deal 10% extra damage to. And I decided that I wanted to just be insane and bring Subaru instead of Kirichara. Why do I bring Subaru so much and do things like the Subaru sweep? Because I like the character. Simple as that. People were just learning that she was really good during the Hololive 4 event, which, wow, thanks for growing a pair of eyes, I guess. So I decided that, like, halfway through this, I realized, hey, I've only lost, like, half my HP because Subaru is just being a W and guarding a lot. So I decided, hey, why don't I just try to do as much damage as I can with Subaru and just absolutely body the throne. So this isn't perfectly optimized because this was also done first try, purely because I thought it would be really funny to just do as many Soultimates as I could. So here, after we do an Arle Soultimate, we're basically, like, done as is. Like, we could just save, do another Soultimate, maybe another Mika if we need to, and then just win really easily. However, we're going to keep going because we're only at half HP, and we can do some more Soultimates. So we're going to keep going, do another Aqua, just cuz, then another Arle, I'm fairly certain, and then we'll do a Subaru after that, and then get an Okayu, and then, like, that'll just be it. So, we do a pretty insane amount of damage. This is absolutely what people will look at and be like, Mysterious is broken! Ignore that they deal 10% extra damage to the stage. And yeah, so here we get an Okayu, and do a whopping 2.77 million damage. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, the Subaru sweep is real.